This is Ralph with 13 Peppers, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Megatron Jalapeno. Now the Megatron Jalapeno, there's nothing really special about it. I honestly purchased these seeds just on name alone because I really didn't know if it was anything different, and the description that it had in its differences saying that they're rather large jalapenos, which they average roughly between 4 and 6 inches. This one, when I measured that, was 5.5 inches long, or just under 5.5 inches long, and which is a pretty decent size. But to be honest with you, when I go to one of my stores and I see jalapenos, like for example the Jungle Jim's market, their average jalapenos are this size, huge, big, round jalapenos. I don't know exactly what variety they are, but typically they are this size minimum on that, so nothing special on that. The only other thing in the description that did intrigue me is it said when they do ripen up into the red color that they seem to get a little bit spicier. Not spicier than an average jalapeno, but like for example, like the typical ones you get out of the stores, you let them ripen up, they become sweeter, but the heat doesn't actually increase. This one says the heat does increase just a little bit, so that's what I'm kind of interested in. So normally I would go into the history of the jalapeno, but what I'm going to do is refer to you to a buddy of mine, Boss Gross. He did a section a number of months back, which he went through the entire history of a jalapeno, and I'm going to link that video at the end of the video here, so you guys can watch his channel. If you don't know who he is already, watch his channel, subscribe, and go over his in-depth history of the jalapeno. But let's go ahead, open this up, and let's take a look at it. Now I only have a half of the jalapeno here because unfortunately I already cut it open and ate the other half, but somebody did not have the recording on the camera, so hey, what can I say? But I have the other half of the pepper here, and you take a look, it has extremely thick walls on here. I mean, it looks just like a standard jalapeno, nothing special or anything like that, but you could just tell how juicy and everything is inside this, so very much looking forward to tasting the sweetness. Now I have half the pod here, and I'm so looking forward to tasting the sweetness of this pepper. And actually, I'm actually recording this time, had to double check. So here we go, let's give this a taste. Very sweet up front, and plus you get hit with that jalapeno and stuff. That actually has a lot of jalapeno bite, and I'm not even to the placenta yet. Interesting. That's spicy. Now it gets a nice sweetness on the jalapeno itself. Excuse me. So I get a nice upfront sweetness on that jalapeno itself. Honestly, not really any sweeter than a normal red jalapeno. But when I took the bite, even at the end of the pepper, which normally is not as spicy, it kicked in immediately. So, and granted, the jalapeno is not that hot. You're looking at anywhere from 2,500 Scoville units up to 8,000. This heat level is going to be at that 8,000, like a low-level cayenne type of burn. I mean, heat level on that. So, yeah, actually a lot spicier than what I typically would think that jalapeno would be. So, but very, very, very cool. So, yeah, it's like a low-level cayenne level heat. But yeah, just the overall meatiness of the pepper, the juiciness and everything it came out, it's just excellent. Especially, excuse me, taking that, fermenting them, making your sriracha sauce, all the different things you can do with the jalapeno peppers. So, which I'm going to try to do a couple things this year. I'm growing a bunch of different plants, and I kind of have red pods and green pods all over the place. So we'll try to see what I'm going to come up with. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So not really that big of a special video because everybody knows what a jalapeno is, but it just kind of interests me, like I said, in the name and being just a little bit spicier. So, but with that, I just want to say thank you all for watching the video, and once again, wait till the end. Click on Boss's video about the history of the jalapeno. Get some great information there. But other than that, if you liked what you've seen here today, please subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. You can actually follow me on Instagram here. I used to be on Facebook. I really don't use it that much, so we're just going to go ahead and just start with Instagram. And other than that, you can head to my website down below. There I'm going to have seeds, spices, and seasonings that I'll be selling at my store. But with that, I am Ralph. This is 13 Peppers, and you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day.